just when you thought this show couldn't get any freaking cuter.
Ugh.
We got Gary Jr. singing the intro. I love it. Welcome to Watercooler, everybody. Episode number 335, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 59. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's so good to be here with me today. I got Gary Smith in the building.
What's up?
Mike Dawson's here.
Hola.
Hey. Matt Fondelier's in Austin.
Hey, brother.
You know me. I'm Chris Loxamana. We're going to kick it Philly style. Me and my Kroll Digital buds plus Matt. All right, we got a lot going on. Gary is back from, what city was it? Middle of butt F nowhere, Michigan?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we have that to look forward to, which I'm very excited to hear about because I don't know if you were lamenting it or how excited you were because you got a little day off of work.
It was a mix of everything. The lamenting was meant to be funny. It was an inconvenient location in terms of how much travel and like how quick we had to do it because we had to fly on Friday and then fly again on Sunday. And I was just bummed because these are in fact my closest, most important relatives to me, and I just would like to spend more than 9 hours with them.
Yeah.
Combined with 18 hours traveling. So
That's a rough turnaround.
it was pretty tough, dude. Yeah, we landed at about 6 p.m. on Friday and had a rehearsal dinner to go to, and we were back headed to the airport, which included a 2-hour drive to Chicago starting at like 11 a.m. on Sunday. So
Fun.
It's a turn, and with a toddler, mind you.
But I hear in Michigan the chunk nibbies flow like water over there. Just
certainly at this wedding they did. They were in everywhere you turn. There was chunk nibbies.
A lot of people are posting like they're finding them in the wild. It's so crazy.
I know.
I love it.
The distribution's expanding. In fact, at the end of the show, I'm going to give you guys a new code because too many bots found our code. We had to change it.
Oh, hilarious!
Yeah.
And
wow.
are we on Retail Me Not? Was our code on Retail Me Not?
It might be, dude. I don't know.
Very cool.
Please tell me we're changing it to Woof 69.
No, similar, but no.
Oh, okay. Well, what a great tease to get people to listen to the entire episode now.
There you go.
Thank you for doing that.
That's what I do.
Also, before the mics heated up, Gary proclaimed, "We'll talk about Top Gun next episode on the Patreon episode. I don't want to talk about it at all." And I thought, why? Because I thought if after you've seen it, you'd want to talk about it. But he's going to see it in about 2 hours from this very moment. Matt already saw it, and Matt made the mistake of telling Gary that it was great. And
I wasn't a mistake.
Gary doesn't even want to hear that. And I'll be honest, listeners, I don't like hearing that either. I don't even want to know if it was good. I don't even want to know how good it was. I don't want to know the scale of how good it was. Oh, it's incredible. Because the bar has just been raised far too high, and I'll be disappointed. I don't even want to know that. In fact, undersell it. It was pretty good. I think, or just say, I think you'll like it. That's it. But telling me it's great or incredible.
I mean, if I say I think you'll like it, then I feel like I'm going to fall prey to the same trap.
No. I'm okay with. Personally, I'm okay with that. No, I think you'll like it. Even though in your head it's going to blow my mind. Because if you go, dude, it'll blow your mind. It's so insane, which people have been saying online. Then no.
Did you see it in IMAX?
The whole, I don't want to talk about Top Gun has gone completely off the rails,
Right.
Chris.
Now it's talking about Top Gun.
Yeah.
Well,
we're not. There's no plot.
Well, now
points.
we're talking about the modality.
Now
by
Dawson's
which we saw
asking
the
for
film.
details of Matt's experience, which
If
is
he
only
saw-
going to
I
lead
did
to
not.
Matt giving more information.
Okay,
which
I just
don't
want to know IMAX or not.
If Matt saw it in IMAX or not, it's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna affect your experience, Gary.
It colors what he's already told me because
Okay.
now I know that he saw it in an inferior manner.
Well, let's get this then. Let's
Yes, that's right, an inferior manner. I will be seeing it in IMAX, so now his information is fucking null and void to me, and I don't want it coloring my experience. My
okay.
experience is likely to be better because I am going to an IMAX theater.
Let's not
Now,
color
I'm
your
a-
experience. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
This may be the first time. This may be the first time that not watching a trailer to its end has screwed me. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest. I did not know that they shot this movie with IMAX cameras. Had I known that a lot of the movie was IMAX, I would have absolutely seen it in IMAX. But I actually did not know.
Well, Chris is gone, so let's change subjects. How do you find? Well, never mind. I want to ask you a follow-up question, but I also don't want to talk about this. No, I don't know. Chris had to go get something. I was going to ask you a follow-up question, but I don't really want you answering questions on this topic. How was your weekend, Dawson?
It was good. Did a comedy show Saturday night. Actually got paid.
Nice.
That's a first. And
first
and
ever?
Hey, you're a professional.
Congratulations.
Did, 10 minutes. Good set. A lot of fun.
Was this a chateau?
No, this was at the Glendale Room.
Oh, that's right.
Which is like, it's kind of like a reading room, like a library type setting, books everywhere.
Smash poetry on a different night?
Yeah, totally. Like one of those.
Yeah, I got you.
One of those places.
Great sound then with all the books there. Huh?
Sold out house. A lot of fun. A lot of people.
Any Boba Boys?
And I tried, no. And
Even cooler.
tried some new jokes.
Do you know any bits with the books?
I did actually.
Pull out a book.
I saw a book in the back in the green room it was called How to Make Rubbings. And the host.
Wait. Do we know how to make rubbings here?
Well, I said.
Been doing it since I was 13.
Exactly. I said I wrote that book when I was 12.
Oh.
And
that's a great joke.
And then yeah, so it was there. I saw the book. I'm like, and it just so happened that the host mentioned a book. She showed everybody a book, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to talk about this book.
Did you bring it out there?
No, I just said I saw it in the back.
Yeah.
But it got some laughs.
Fun, yeah.
And then Sunday morning, Doug Lauk showed up at my house at 10 a.m., and we watched the Indy 500. And then after the Indy 500, he said, hey, there are 3 American Legions in the Valley. Let's go to all of them and drink with vets. And I'm like, that's a great fucking idea.
Yeah.
And so we spent the next 6 hours just hitting American Legion in Sylmar first, then down to Sun Valley, and then to Panorama City.
Nice.
And just drank beers with old grizzled war dudes.
What kind
of
beer?
Shot pool, Coors Light.
Yeah.
Did they all share their thoughts on the new Top Gun movie?
They did. That's all they talk now. Not at all.
Yeah. Damn.
No, they just wanted to know why youngins were showing up to the Legion.
Look at
and
you
drinking with them.
Yeah.
And
spry youngins.
It was fun,
right
but yeah, no, we were the youngins.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm glad your set went well. I have a question because I kind of argue this with Jen every once in a while. It's a low self-esteem thing, but what qualifies you to become a professional? Like, you got paid. Like, would you say you're a professional comedian?
No, because
you're not.
I think you have to make a living at something.
You have to make a living
to be a professional.
That's what I think. Too. Yeah.
But it's a neat step. I mean, and
I don't know though. There's got to be an in between term because you are clearly a professional musician. You are paid regularly to play music.
But
and
I
to
can't
entertain
I don't make a living off it.
Maybe not, but you're not an amateur and you're not doing it for fun.
I'm not a hobbyist.
You're something in between.
Although I consider myself a hobbyist, I a dabbler.
You're a freelance musician, I guess, is what I would say. Like you definitely are a paid musician. You're a professional musician in the idea that you are regularly booked to play music for people.
So you sound a lot like Jen.
Well, I'm saying I agree.
Sound a lot like me.
I agree with you though that you can't call yourself exclusively a professional musician, but you're also not just an amateur or a hobbyist or doing it for fun.
Yeah,
there's got to be another term that we're just missing.
I remember years ago, and I don't know why this stuck with me, but Rob Hubel was here in studio, and he was just hanging out in the green room. And it was the same day that Skip and Allison from Catch a Contractor were guessing too. So the 3 of them were there. Skip and Allison didn't know who Rob was. So they did some small talk, and then Skip said, "So what do you do? What's your line of work?" What would Rob Hubel say?
He's an actor, right?
I bet you he said he's a writer.
Writer? I thought he was going to say comedian.
Yeah, well, I would say he's a comedian or an actor, but in terms of
he said it in the most timid way ever. I'm an actor. Like, he was kind of confused about it too.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's you can't genreize.
You can't genreize the Hubel.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, that truer words never.
But that can be a very difficult question to answer at times because what do? You do a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah,
and also how much of a follow-up conversation do you want here?
Exactly.
Really color
the real
exactly.
ticket.
Yeah. How do I get out of this?
Yeah, I played pool at a bar the other night, and I went with, it was me and 2 other guys. So they formed a pool team, and I was just stuck solo. But another guy was looking for a partner, so I said, let's join. We ran the freaking table for a good amount of time. But
so, Chris, you've become a real man of leisure. 2 weeks ago, you were saying, I can't play golf. I'll never be able to play golf. You're playing golf. Now you're playing pool.
I'm just getting the balls in the hole, baby, all weekend long. So this guy, we're running the table, and he looks at me and he's like, what do you do? And yeah, just like Gary.
Smack the balls in the hole, baby.
Yeah, you're seeing what I'm doing. Like, what should I say? I said I work in radio, eventually got a podcast production. But yeah, there's just like, I don't really know how to answer that.
The easiest way for me is I'm an audio engineer. It leaves out, there's almost zero follow-up questions because no one really knows what that is. And so, but if you say...
But the problem is someone will say, what is that? And then you're in trouble. Because then you have to try to explain it.
Yeah,
what if you say something
and then
like
you just
data?
say, I make noise.
You just want something boring.
I'm data entry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Working data entry. Sorry to all the data entry listeners who are probably plugging away. We don't think it's boring. Although I don't have any follow-up questions for you. All right. So
I tell people I'm a multi-hyphenate. They know what it means.
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
everything, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I could just say I'm an influencer, right, Gary?
I mean, you're a micro-influencer, that's for sure.
Yeah, content creator.
No, that's not
just
a
'cause he's
comment
short.
on his height.
Come on,
no,
Gary.
Matt, that's not a comment on his height.
Low-hanging fruit coming from the short guy, Matt. That'd be a weird thing to say.
Yes, it would be.
That'd get follow-up questions, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. The reason I walked out of the room is I forgot to press record on the video recorder. So, hey, YouTubers, good to see you now.
Wow.
Sorry.
Fantastic.
It's already been a long
Fear
day.
not, I take care of Patreon.
Oh, okay. There's no reason. You want to do this?
No, I don't. No, come on, man. You've got senioritis. You got one foot out the door. I can't believe you're in this building today.
Yeah,
It's really, you did us a solid by coming in. So
Came in.
welcome,
When
you
are you
two.
leaving?
Tomorrow.
I leave in a few hours.
Woo!
Mere hours. Anyway,
Awesome.
So
Speaking of YouTube, what do you guys think of my new lighting here? I actually got a lighting rig.
Cool.
you look good, Matt.
All right.
I think
I don't
so.
like I have
I
jaundice.
still think your wall is totally
No.
depressing, but
I think the light's a
dude.
little
Talking
too.
about this.
Yeah,
I think
you
the
look
light's a little
great.
too hot on you, though. Like, as
Do
you
you
can
have a
see,
window
you're very,
open
Let me
behind
turn
the
that
light?
down a little bit.
You're very
Turn that
white.
down a little bit.
Yeah, turn it down
How's that?
a touch.
Is that
That's
better?
a lot better.
That's okay.
At least it looks like skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Chris likes your skin.
I just want to see some warmth. Anyway, and now the YouTubers can see it because we've started the video recording and it's been very nice. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, before I left, we were talking about Top Gun. Gary,
Yeah.
what is your history with Top Gun? Why do you want to see it so bad? Why is this movie so important to you?
It's a very important part of my childhood. It's one of the first movies I remember seeing with my father as a young boy. I've watched it hundreds of times over the years, and this is just the first big movie that I care about enough to go back to the theaters after the Pandy
Yeah.
Wandy.
Yeah, right? Are you watching it by yourself?
No, I'm going with my close friends, and we're going to an IMAX theater, and then we're going to dinner after. It's going to be a delightful little Tuesday.
Oh, that's a great Tuesday.
Yeah. Little 4:55
PF Chang's?
showing. Yeah, PF Chang's. That's goddamn right, Matt. 7:30.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
Little dinner after.
Oh, you're-
Proper gentlemen.
You're going to Burbank.
No. Torrance.
Torrent.
Is there an IMAX in Burbank?
Oh, it's not. Oh, that is IMAX, isn't it? No.
No,
I don't think
AMC?
That's
so.
what they call it a Limax,
Yeah,
which is
they-
when they tell you it's an IMAX screen, but it's not actually.
It's got
of
the
that
branding,
prescri-
but it's not
that
big enough.
aspect ratio.
Yeah, I remember Aziz Ansari being upset about that back. in the
Closest
day.
IMAX to me is Culver City, and I'm not doing that.
I remember when The Dark Knight Rises came out. I too, like Gary, I thought I have to see this in IMAX. The Dark Knight was incredible, and the only tickets I found it's Del Amo. I think Del Amo
That's
has
Torrance.
it. Oh, okay.
That's where I'm going.
Okay, so that was the only one that had an IMAX theater that actually I could find tickets to, and I went after work, and when I got there, a bunch of my friends were in line.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that I haven't seen in forever. I was like, hey, so they let me sit with them, and I got to enjoy the movie with them.
When that movie came out, I also decided I needed to see it in IMAX, so I pulled up the closest theater and I bought tickets on my phone and I started walking. And I didn't really know how New York City worked at the time, so it was like 60 blocks, and I was sweating bullets by the time I got to this theater. It was fantastic.
Yeah, you
though.
had to get-
I got to see it in New York City. That was so cool.
That's
Walked
pretty
out
sweet.
into Gotham at the end. Oh,
Are 3D movies still a thing?
nope.
Really?
Maybe they
is
are,
It a
but they're
COVID,
for-
is it a COVID thing, or is we just over it now?
If they still exist, they're for dickheads.
Well-
it doesn't work. They never figured it
Well,
out.
tell that to fucking James Cameron, bro, because Avatar Way of Water's coming all of our way this year, and you can bet your ass that's going to be a 3D movie.
Huh.
I don't care.
Can you imagine if it wasn't? If they're like, oh, the first one was in 3D, but the second one, we didn't feel like it.
Yeah, I just don't care.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Cool. Next topic.
No, I mean, like to your point though, Matt. Like, yes, I agree that Cameron has to stick with it because he decided to die on that hill in 2001. But the TVs all came and went. Can you buy a 3D TV these days?
Those are definitely not a thing
Like,
anymore.
that's not a thing. I've been looking at TVs heavy for the last few weeks. There's not a 3D one on the market. Like,
Well, plus
we just need to get to Minority Report style cube projectors where you set them up in your room and then, or, you know, like Star Wars hologram projector where it's like 3D because it's actually off of the screen and in your living room. That's when I will purchase.
I think that the intermediary is going to be the AR glasses. Like, once they actually get those down in 3 or 4 years and you can have 3D people just standing in front of you, at least seemingly, without a bullshit blue and red, like all this nonsense, like when they actually get the digital stuff down, I think you'll actually be interested.
I think I saw the Batman in 3D. Was that in 3D?
The original one? Maybe.
No, the newest one.
I don't know.
If you did, buddy,
I don't think
you
so, dude.
fucking spent some bullshit money on nothing.
Yeah, it's nice to see his emotions in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
Tears.
3D movies that actually were somewhat interesting were the ones that were like, all right, we're a 3D movie. Harold and Kumar, 3D. We're just going to keep flicking.
We're gonna launch stuff at
flicking
you.
joints at the screen, or Jackass 3D. Like, we're going to fire someone's nuts in your face. Like those, it's like, all right, fine, whatever. But the ones where they're like, no, this is just a normal action movie, and like
It's a little more
some
depth.
stuff's going to look a little cooler. Like, no, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but IMAX is here to stay. You still love the IMAX.
Sure.
Yeah. Just the sheer size of it
Oh,
and the
yeah.
clarity. It is a beautiful, beautiful sight. Curved TVs, those are still a thing.
Less and less so. Curved computer monitors have become very in vogue lately.
I have a curved monitor at
Yeah.
home.
I don't have a
love
problem
it.
with them.
Yeah.
But the TVs, I think that kind of went away.
Yeah, I think it's an aesthetic thing too. Like they kind of look weird.
Yeah,
Like just hanging on your wall.
I agree.
You get this curved thing. Yeah. What about those TVs that are just so thin it looks like it's like a piece of paper almost, or a
Yeah, those
mat?
are kind of cool. I mean, they make the one now that rolls down.
that rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, those are interesting, but you know, I'm all set. I
You-
don't.
I'm sorry for this tech talk, but you know what I can't get behind are the TVs that are in frames.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just weird to me. Just
Yeah.
make it look like a TV. I don't want it to. And then so when your TV's off, it just it turns into like a piece of art. And then you can just turn your painting on and watch the game.
I kind of like it.
Yeah,
don't mind
I got
it.
nothing against that.
Yeah, I actually.
I don't know. I think frames go in and out of style too quickly. Like I think there are certain styles of frames that I have this really cool picture of Muhammad Ali standing over the Beatles. You've seen that picture, right? And it laser etched all the Beatles and Muhammad's signature into it. Adam was freaking throwing it away because he was getting rid of stuff. And I saw him like, "What are you doing with that?" He's like, "Oh, you want it?" Because he was just trying to clear. And I kept it, and I looked it up. I looked it up online. Things worth like $800. So there's already value now that I've looked it up, and I was just going to toss it. And I want to hang it, but Jen says the frame's too ugly
you're reframed.
that it came with. But that's what I'm saying though, that, like TVs and frames.
Put it in your studio.
Well, I have too many acoustic panels up. I got to find.
Yeah, no, that is tough.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
exchange. What do I want? Do I want great acoustics, or do I want this dope ass picture of
Well, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali? That kind of it's kind of weirdly inspiring having that with the Beatles on there too, and it kind of shows I love music, and I love
Muhammad Ali.
I love bumblebees,
Punching people.
I love punching people and people patting on their chests. Yeah. Anyway, so why don't we go into some? Before I do the comments, I want to hear about this wedding weekend in the middle of butt f nowhere.
Yeah, let's stop with that because I'm afraid that my family is going to get mad at me. And
I'm saying it in quotes.
I know.
In quotes.
I have to reiterate that those were joking quotes. So the way that this worked out, and it was by no fault of theirs, but the way that it worked out, my family in Southern California, with everyone's... My family? Really?
I don't know.
Just sit quietly. Thank you.
Wow.
My family. That was
It's not my fault you didn't sell it. You could have sold it.
my family.
Yeah, actually, I'm with Matt now. Yeah, I like that.
All right. So my family from Southern California, the way it all worked out between my sister and my other sister and her husband and my parents and my wife and my son and everything, the only way we could do it was we had to fly at 6:30 a.m. on Friday morning, which means 5 a.m. departure from my house with a toddler. And then we were going to fly to Chicago, change planes, fly to South Bend, Indiana, get a car, and drive for like 40 minutes to wherever this venue is. So we do all that. We get there. We actually land in Chicago, and I start to feel a little queasy. But everything's all good. We change planes. We get in the car. We get in the plane. We go over to South Bend. We rent the car. We get the car seat. We get in the car, and we drive all the way to this hotel. And we get there, and it's like 5:30 or 6 at night, and it's like, okay, the rehearsal dinner started 20 minutes ago. Go take the fastest shower you can, and we're piling into the car, and we're going to the rehearsal dinner.
Crack one out.
No. And then, so I go up and shower, and as I'm getting out of the shower and getting dressed, I'm like, I don't feel good. And I get to the rehearsal dinner, and I'm kind of telling everyone, like, hi, great to see you, but like, let's just fist bump, because like, I don't know what's up. And within 20 minutes of this,
it's just what everyone wants to hear the day before the wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
One of the attendees is not feeling so hot, and please keep your distance.
Exactly. And by about 20 minutes into this rehearsal dinner, it is very clear that I am extremely sick. I have to force there's no Ubers out where we are because, as described, we're a little bit remote. And I have to force my mother to drive me back to the hotel, where I promptly get in bed. I sleep for about 5 hours, and then I wake up at 1 a.m. and I spent the next 14 hours in the bathroom. I missed the wedding completely.
What?
I was stuck.
God.
I was stuck in this room until we left for the airport on Sunday. I had to drive back to Chicago because on the way back, that was the way the flights all worked out, was that we just had to drive 2.5 hours to Chicago airport, then fly back. On the flight back, when I say that somebody was shitting themselves for the last 2 hours of the flight within 2 rows of me, someone was repeatedly shitting themselves. Every person within 9 people of me had blankets over their nose, like not even trying to hide it. Like we could never tell. There was a rather large person in the vicinity. There was
I was a large person.
There was a 5-year-old in the vicinity. There was, there were several suspects.
Gary
but
Jr.?
It was not. We were checking every 5 minutes because of course, we don't want to be those people. We were checking.
How were you checking?
Same way you check a toddler.
I thought all of the passengers.
No, we were checking my toddler, bro.
Oh, I smell butts.
You can just pull their pants back and you can see what's going on. It's not hard, but yeah. So yeah.
But this is definitely, you were smelling not air, but you were smelling solids.
Human feces. Absolutely.
I saw this one comedian, big fat guy, at the Comedy Chateau a couple weeks ago, and he made this joke that if he ever walks out of a public bathroom, no matter what, without fail, you always think that guy just took a shit because he's the big fat guy. So you guys are on the plane and you're seeing that guy, and like, he knows it. He feels it. He feels eyes all over him, and he's like, "It ain't me, dude. It ain't me."
I would plug my nose just to show that I'm in solidarity with you guys, and I don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
the big guy. I mean,
but it's
an unfortunate stereotype, and
yeah.
It's wrong for us to think that. But
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been, could have not been, but it was absolutely miserable. I missed probably the only chance I'll ever have to see my son be a ring bearer. It was the worst weekend ever.
Oh, that
it was
sucks,
just absolutely brutal.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. So. Luckily, my wife had gotten a similar thing a few days, 7 or 8 days earlier, and she had been to the doctor, and he had prescribed her the proper medication. So once she woke up on Saturday morning, she started giving me the stuff that she had been given for nausea and everything else. And because she was such a trooper and took my son to the wedding, and my parents as well, and my sister, I got a full day to just lay still and slowly drink water and try to get better. And I was able to get better very quickly as a result, but it was like, okay, you're better just enough to fly away from this. And I've been on an apology tour with my entire family, all the last.
There's no reason you need to apologize.
But I I feel horrible. I know that I intelligently know that, and I can tell you for certain.
It's Catholic guilt.
Yeah, it is. I can tell you for certain no one wanted me at that wedding in the condition I was in. Absolutely no one. So I didn't do anything wrong. But I feel horrible. Like that's my favorite cousin's, only chance to get married, and I missed it. And
we don't know that.
We don't know that.
Yeah, they could definitely.
I would make that joke if I had made the wedding, but I missed it. I can't make jokes like that right now. Creep. No, her husband Brian is a fucking champ. He's a really cool guy. So I'm sure that it'll be great. I've never wanted to see a wedding video more in my entire life. Including my own.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm so excited to see that and to see my son. My son apparently dropped both the rings in the grass because they gave them to him on a pillow that wasn't tied to, which is what you usually do because he's 2.
I dropped my rings. Yeah.
So they had to apparently organize a search party with all the groomsmen. It took 5 minutes for them to search through the grass and find it.
Oh.
So it turned out. I mean, from what I hear, it turned out to be a funny story.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah,
and he'll hear about that for years, just like I did.
Oh yeah, for 20 years. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn.
Geez, that is a story though.
I know, right?
My gosh. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks, man.
What was the last thing you ate? Because I think it was Langer's. So now I'm a little worried.
It was Langer's, and then the next thing I ate was an Auntie Anne pretzel at the airport on the way out of town.
I think it was a Langy's.
No, it wasn't.
No. By the way, Doss, thanks for the Langer's.
You're blaming Auntie Anne?
No, I'm saying Auntie Anne was the first thing I was able to eat when I came back on the other side.
Able to eat. Gotcha.
Chris is trying to blame Langer's, which I will not stand for. That is impossible.
Yeah. Although
although Langer's would never do me wrong. How dare you?
Wait, sorry, Auntie Anne's? That what you're saying?
Yeah.
The pretzel place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that place.
So do I.
That or Wetzel's.
Huh.
Whatever is available, but if they're next to each other,
I'm a Wetzel's man myself.
You're a
Auntie
Wetzel. Auntie Anne's.
I never jumped on board the pretzel train.
Dude, have you never smelt just
the long and winding road, my friend?
Shoe, motherfucking shoe, Dawson. You get on that train right now. It's a glorious one.
Yeah.
Chew, but you have to spell it the CHEW because they're soft pretzels.
Yeah. Was that winding road thing a pretzel joke too?
Yeah.
I loved it. The smell.
Gary seemed a bit salty.
Oh, here they come. When it rains, it pours. I do just the smell of a pretzel place.
Yeah.
It really it has to be just what they do at Disneyland Main Street. They just have a fan just blowing out this smell because it just
you just pipe all the exhaust from the oven just right out the front of the store. It's great.
I'm drooling thinking maybe I'll get one at the airport. They have them at airports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a 5-hour layover in Toronto. On the way up.
I don't feel bad for you at all.
Why? You should feel a little bad.
I don't know. You get to have Canada regional airport food.
I do. Just some canteen.
There's got to be a Tim Hortons around there somewhere.
Tim Hortons?
Well, yeah. What time of day is it at? Can you actually leave the airport and go see the city for
thing.
2 hours?
I looked it up, and they said because of rush hour, it's not going to be worth it. Because it's not really that close to the city. There's a plaza there that might be okay. That's 15 minutes away.
Well, wouldn't you have to go through customs in a different
That's
manner?
what I'm saying. And also, they're still super hardcore.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The chance that you don't want to fuck with Canada.
Yeah. You're gonna have to be, you guys are going to have to be masked up that whole 5 hours. That's gonna
masked
stink.
up. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. It's going to be.
That's disgusting. Poor guy.
Now I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'll be honest. I don't know. Because I'm flying Air Canada out of there to Venice. I don't know what their mask rules are for planes. And I just flew without my mask on for the first time in years.
Yeah, you can't go back.
And I'm gonna cause a scene.
I don't know.
I'll pray for you.
You have to wear 3 masks, 2 on your face and then 1 around your ass. They heard what happened on Gary's flight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been to Canada, but I can tell you that I was just in probably the most liberal city in America from their airport for several hours, and no one was really wearing masks. There were signs everywhere that say you have to, but no one was.
Yeah, even when I checked in, they kind of told me mask up, baby. So I have to bring my Vax cards to fly out of Canada to Venice. I have to bring it back. I have to get.
I was so excited for you 20 minutes ago, and now I'm just dreading the next 10 hours of your life.
I'll keep you guys up to. Well, and it's only because I was doing this for years, ever since because we were traveling during the pandemic. But now it's only because I got a taste of what it was like.
Yeah, you got it back.
Yeah, I got it back, and now
It's being taken.
I don't want to give it away. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But either way, I'm looking forward to
You're gonna
to
have
eat.
so
on
much
it.
fun.
All right. Yeah. So I guess I shouldn't ask for ideas because I'll probably already be there by the time you hear this. But yeah, I don't know what to do for a 5-hour layover. Like I'm tempted to just pay for a lounge. It's just,
I would.
Yeah, and just lounge it up. So we'll see.
Especially because it's your honeymoon, you're already going to be spending so much money, like an extra $150 or whatever it's going to be. That's just a wash. Now you can at least recline and enjoy your time at the airport a little bit more.
They also have these sleep pods there, where they're kind of those pods at airports that have that women breastfeeding can pump their milk out
Lactation
towards their
station.
babies. Yeah,
Pump their milk out.
I'm not kidding. That's what it was called.
the
when I saw it
lactation
yesterday.
station. Yeah. Oh yeah, you just saw them. They have ones that you can just sleep in. You just pay for it for a few hours, and you can just go nap.
Damn.
Yeah, I bet they're really peaceful too, because they have to be if people are going to actually use those. And hopefully, there's no window that people can look at me, because people love watching me sleep.
Then you can get it on, right?
Oh yeah, crack one out in there.
That's the plan.
Oh,
right?
Jenna should be in there too.
Well,
Yeah.
You'll have your.
You're gonna crack
don't
one
tell
out
Jenna
on your
wait
honeymoon.
outside. Come on.
Jen,
Talk about romance.
I'll be back in a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm gonna go rub one out.
Yeah,
I'll be back in a little
they
bit.
got one of those.
Jen, I gotta go to the sleep pod.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the sleep pod.
I gotta go where they
Stop by the
pump
Tim
breast milk
Hortons
out.
and
Yeah.
get me a burger.
Yeah. I'm just gonna slide my card through.
All right.
Oh, I only need 10 minutes. Just a real
Yeah.
quick nap. Yeah.
Chris, I
Hey,
know.
what's the Wi-Fi here?
Can I borrow your AirPods?
Can you please do me a favor and while you're in Canada, have some Canadian bacon?
Yes.
Like that's obviously what you have to do.
Yeah.
You're right.
Just the first. I won't even look at the menu. I'm just gonna go to the first food place I see and just say, "I'll have your finest Canadian bacon."
No, you're in Canada, so you say, like, "Have your finest bacon,
Bacon.
sir."
Yeah.
And then when they bring you 2 strips, you go,
Like,
"This is
no, this
American
is-
bacon."
this is
The hell is this?
American
Idiot.
Yeah.
I think I
Throw
am
it back
right
in his
now.
face.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I mean, it's sound.
Matt, you are so good at being an ugly American. You just know all the moves. You know the
Some
moves. I'm not
say
saying that you
just
are
naturally
one.
ugly.
I'm not saying you are one, but I'm saying that you know the moves, and I appreciate that. All right, let's get some comments going. What do you say?
Now it's time for listener comments.
All right, and these are all comments found within our Facebook group. We're getting a lot of new members. It's been
We are.
very fun. And I'd like to welcome the new members. And for those who aren't members yet, if you want to sign up for our Facebook group, it's really easy. You just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. It's my favorite place on the internet. And I don't know why I need to say this, but it is free. So it's just a nice, cool community where we're all hanging out. So please join in on the fun. All right. Let's see. Gabe Waxman writes, partner. Oh, because I was talking about how this girl that I haven't seen in years said that she was living with her partner.
Right.
I assumed she was a lesbian. I was wrong. Gabe says, partner comes from domestic partnership. Marriage wasn't always legal for gays, and it sounded ridiculous to call an individual you've been with for 10 years your boyfriend or girlfriend. I still assume the person is gay if they mention their partner, but most times I've heard a straight person use it. Follow up with a he or she in a sentence for clarity.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Makes sense.
My best friend refuses to call his girlfriend because he thinks it sounds stupid at 34. Yeah, there is a point where saying girlfriend or boyfriend just sounds...
See,
juvenile.
What you got to say is my lady friend.
Lady friend's kind of weird too. Lady friend actually does
it is
work
weird.
though.
It is.
It does
weird.
work.
It implies a whole different kind of
it
thing,
does.
though.
It does. It implies that you're not completely serious, maybe not even completely exclusive.
Right.
And just the girl I'm hanging out with.
What if you just said, "This is my friend," and then you pause for a second, and then you say, "with benefits," and then you wink?
Then you're single.
Yeah, John Mulaney has a really good bit about how he got married because he didn't want to keep saying when he would go on trips if his girlfriend could come, because it just sounds whiny. So it's like, oh, it sounds a lot better. Oh, can my wife join us too? That just sounds a little more official. But can my girlfriend come?
Well, you probably shouldn't say it like that.
That's the only way to say it, Das.
Okay.
Well,
Well, if you're concerned,
that's a funny bit for you to bring up because he was on Smartlist last week and he referred to his girlfriend Olivia.
Well, it's Olivia Munn.
I'm aware of who it is. I'm just saying the whole like get married because you don't want to say girlfriend plan doesn't seem to have worked out great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
Or maybe it has. I don't know. Dairy Talk says no.
And then Mitch Hedberg has a really great joke where he says,
had.
Well, it's still around. I don't have a girlfriend. I just have a girl who would get very upset if she heard me say that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Which I love. All right, well, partner. I guess that'd be it. A lady friend, man friend.
Gal pal?
Is that a gentleman friend? Gal pal. Yeah, what are the words? What do older people say? That partner might be it. Yeah, might be partner. And I've just reached that age where I'm going to hear more often.
I think we've expired on this one, yeah.
Well,
I think we can move on.
There's just so much more to unpack with this.
No, not really. I think we've unpacked it all.
No. Especially, okay, so let's say you're making popcorn, watching Disney Plus with your domestic partner, your lover. My lover. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, that's a good one, too. What do you think, Toss?
I hate that word.
You don't like lover?
No, I hate that word.
What's wrong with
It's
that?
cringy.
Do you know?
Ew. I don't want to know who you're loving or whatever you're loving.
Regardless of age, regardless of anything.
Don't want to know. Keep it to yourself.
Because it's sexual. There's
Stick
a sexual...
with girlfriend. Stick with girlfriend.
Okay.
All good with girlfriend.
All right. Stick with girlfriend. Zach Danbury says, I'm packing for my vacation and honeymoon, and his dog didn't, and Darla, I'm guessing his wife, decided she didn't want us to have any snacks for the trip. That is his dog. Apparently, they had peanut butter and chocolate, I think chunk nibbles that were eaten by the dog. Now, this got me worried because I thought dogs couldn't have chocolate. It's very poisonous, but then
They're not supposed
I see dogs eat chocolate a lot. I'll be honest.
yeah.
Like growing up, I thought it was a death sentence if
My
a dog
dog-
ate chocolate. And now I'm seeing a lot of dogs eating chocolate. What the hell?
Where
My-
are you
my
seeing
old
a lot
dog-
of dogs eating chocolate?
All the time,
my
man. There are
old dog
websites.
ate an entire bag of Hershey Kisses and shat tinfoil for a fucking week, and she was fine. Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
But if it's a big 100-pound dog, dogs are resilient. Now, if it's a Chihuahua and eats a fuckload of chocolate, there's a real better chance that there's going to be a serious problem there.
Yeah.
But if the dog's fucking heavy,
little
don't feed
stronger.
your dog chocolate.
Don't
by
feed
any
your dog
fucking
chocolate. I
means.
should say that. Gary goes,
But
disclaimer. Don't
not,
feed your dog chocolate.
It's not life-threatening for a big dog.
I heard grapes are a death sentence, though.
That's
true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly?
We had a dog we fed grapes to all the time. It was fucking fine.
Oh, wow.
Was?
Yeah, I mean, it turned 11 and died, but like we fed it grapes on a regular basis for 7 years. Like,
Oh, see, there's just always something new.
Writing something on your tombstone is a death sentence.
That's a good one. There you go. You put that in your act. See, Dawson loves when I pitch him jokes for his act. Just put that in your act. You could use that. But he came up with that, so it's not mine to give away. I always get nervous with to feed dogs. I know they can eat peanut butter. I know they can eat carrots, and that's what I'll stick with if I'm feeding.
No onions, no garlic.
No onions, no garlic. Oh, they don't like bad breath. Yeah.
That's why.
That's definitely it.
Yeah.
No, they don't have the metabolism to digest those things.
because they're vampires.
Yeah. It's true, too. Yeah, I've never seen a dog's reflection in a mirror. All right. Let's see here. Steve Clacy says, hey, Bobo Boy Army Worldwide, my better half is turning 30 next month. And, better half.
Huh.
That's a good one.
That's another good one.
I guess there was some more to unpack.
There's always a little bit more. My better half is turning 30 next month, and I have to plan a weekend getaway. Any creative suggestions? No camping, please. Sorry for the regional thing. They're in Southern California. New to the area, so excited to try something just a few hours away. Santa Barbara and skydiving, perhaps?
Santa Barbara is
Risky.
fun. Gaslamp in San Diego, and for both of those, I would say take the train because then that's a whole different kind of. The party starts when you get on your transport.
Train to Santa Barbara is a great one. Train to San Diego is a great one.
Right
Pacific
into the gas
Liner.
lamp.
Yeah.
The Pacific Surfliner, right?
Yeah, the Pacific Surfliner. Make sure to get your seats early so you don't have to.
Shut up. Make sure you get business class so you have reserved seats. You'll have plenty of space. You can BYOB. I mean, don't be fucking obnoxious about it pouring a Grey Goose bottle on the train. But if you're stealth about it, they don't care.
Yeah, bring a bottle of champagne or something or wine.
Just make sure you're stealth about it because they're trying to sell booze too. So they don't really want you doing BYOB. But if you're cool, they're cool. Especially in business class.
That should be their motto.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're cool, we're cool.
We're cool.
Yeah.
It's like the
You
water
could
cooler.
also drive out to Solvang if you want to do some wine tasting and not go all the way up to Napa. That's pretty fun.
I'd say I've saved Solvang, Steve, for 35, 36.
Or 56. Because everything shuts down in Solvang at about 6:45 at night, Matt. This is a terrible fucking suggestion.
Okay.
You have to drive
You
through
do not
Santa
understand the
Ynez to get to
assignment.
Solvang, and you should just stop in Santa Ynez.
Yeah.
Oh, if you go to
Or keep
Santa
going to
Ynez,
Santa Barbara.
may I suggest
Just go to Vegas then.
a great
Go to
bar
Vegas.
called the Maverick. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to bring Top Gun back, but there's an incredible bar called the Maverick. Dancing,
The Mav.
booze.
There's line
All the
dancing.
locals go
There's
there.
All kinds
I
of
had-
shit. It's wonderful.
I had a blast when I went there. It was too much fun. But Santa Barbara, always great too. Check out that wine district, the Funk Zone. It's a really
The
good time.
Funk Zone.
Skydiving though, I mean, it sounds like you're looking for something.
And the train lets off right at the Funk Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you just want to go sit in the excruciating heat, Palm Springs is great.
Oh yeah, it is excruciating though.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Steve, hope you enjoy those ideas and happy birthday to Rachel. Kathy Lowry says, first off, she has two comments. One is Dawson always reminds us to call our moms, but here's a reminder to call your dads too. For the last few months, I kept thinking I need to make it a point to call my dad more, but never did. Well, he's been in the hospital for a week, and I really wish I would have listened to my own advice. Parents getting old sucks. Yes, parents getting old does suck, Kathy.
Sorry to hear
I'm
that.
very sorry to hear. And we're sending you our best, and we totally agree. I mean, you call them. Just give them a call. There's never been one time where I did that thing where it's like I'm just going to call and say hi to my mom, and or I've regretted it. I've actually always felt really good after. So if you care and you want to call, go ahead and please do it. And then Kathy also says I was at a work event. This is a different comment, by the way, but I was at a work event, happy hour last night, and a coworker ordered a shot of Patron. And I said to the bartender, I'll take one too, but of the shittiest tequila you got.
Yeah, good.
She says, I got some looks. Maybe should have tested the Dawson method, not in front of coworkers or my fancy coworkers. Yeah, so I don't know. It might give you some street cred, though, and let us know how that tasted.
Yeah, your coworkers will remember that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't think she has to let us know how it tasted. I feel like I could spoil it for you. It was terrible.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of all the shitty shots to get, think if you got a well shot of anything in a plastic bottle.
I can taste gin right now.
Which liquor would you want? It'd probably be tequila.
Or vodka.
You think vodka? I've had shitty vodka. Kaylin got me a shot of the well vodka.
I've had shitty vodka, too.
It burned pretty
But it's probably
hard.
the tamest of all of them.
Yeah.
Vodka
Yeah, I'm
and
going
tequila.
shitty vodka.
Vodka and tequila are probably pretty equal.
Yeah. I
you
can do those.
If you can chill them, then I think.
Oh, yeah. If you could chill them, that definitely helps the burn.
Yeah, if you can chill them, I think vodka takes a slight edge. Because shitty tequila, you're going to taste more than shitty vodka. Shitty vodka, if it's cold, should still go down okay.
Yeah, and then that taste of when you breathe outwards after you take it. Tequila is spicy.
Tequila is number one in terms of like, oh yeah, people definitely know I've been drinking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I every time I've done that, I come home and Jen says, I think her quote is, "You smell like the bar."
Yeah.
And yeah, I never like that.
No.
Let's see here. Not in a bad way. She just notices.
She's just being honest.
Josiah Mangus says, "Oh, Charles just cracked up.
The claw.
Yeah, we needed that. I don't crack him enough. So thanks, Charles.
What's up, Charles?
Charles is in studio.
Hey, how you doing?
He's in the
Good.
engineering room. He See, he's watching us. He's like an audience member. I like it. I see his reactions. I know which jokes of
Don't
mine.
get too comfortable, Charles. I'm still on this fucking show.
Hey,
Okay, I get it. You're in studio and I'm not. But how dare you?
Wow.
He is literally
He's
within
here.
arm's reach of muting
You are
you. So you
threatened.
need to be careful, Matt.
Wow.
Looking
David,
great, Charles.
oh no, sorry. Josiah Mangus says, "What's the best Dawson audiobook? I need to download a new book." So luckily, we have Dawson here. Dawson, what is your best audiobook?
Get the latest one, the Kinky Friedman detective series. It's called A Case of Lone Star. It's a hell of a fucking Sherlock Holmesian great book.
Boom. There you go, Josiah. And
I get to talk like a fucking ornery Texan.
Yeah. Dawson actually does some acting in it.
It's good.
Yeah, when he does the dialogue, it's great. Let's see here. Tim Blankenship says, "I can't wait for the new Stranger Things season to be flicked."
No flicking the bean.
Yeah, Galen's not here. Doss, you don't like Stranger Things, but you like horror. What's going on?
Stranger Things was not horror.
I think it's pretty
Stranger
scary.
Things was fucking pry open your fucking gullet and pour member berries into it, and it was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
It was really fucking stupid. And it was made for 14-year-olds, and if you're an adult and you like it, just know that my respect for you has diminished. Across the board.
Whoops.
Matt, do you like it?
After what Dawson said, I'm afraid to say it, but I do enjoy it. I've only seen the first episode of the new season, and I will say it was goddamn terrifying. And I don't know if the past seasons were as horror centric. They definitely had some sci-fi horror elements to it, but at least the premiere of the new season was goddamn terrifying. And I know for a fact that Keelan has watched all of it, so I don't know if he's going to flick it in the next episode, but it's got to be on his radar.
Yeah, Keelan has time. What's that like? I'm really excited to see it. I love Stranger Things, and I hate that I love it.
You might get too scared in the first episode, Chris.
How dare you?
I consider
Yeah, we just lost your microphone.
Yeah, you unplugged your. I think
lo-fi.
no, it went to his laptop speaker.
Yep.
Gary's wouldn't do that.
Now it's muted completely.
He just
Matt, I think you
we
got to
can't hear you
reload
at
your.
all.
Yeah, if you go to the drop down arrow on the mute button.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I'm gonna try to annoy Gary now.
All right, what else we got on the comments?
I love Stranger Things. I just hate that I don't like that I love it.
Yeah.
I
I
never
don't
got
like
into
that
it.
you love it either.
But I love it, man, and I'll admit it, and I'll die on that hill with Matt,
Okay.
or at least be terrified together. I wonder what Stranger Things in the show, what they call their significant others. What do you think, Doss?
Stranger.
Strange.
Yeah.
They call it some strange.
Some strange. That's a different
They bang
thing.
strange on that show.
Bang some strange.
All right, Dawson. Now you're just being crude.
Well, that's the thing. You bang strange.
No, but I just
Bang-
said some strange. You don't have to say bang strange. That
No,
takes
but
it to a
that's
whole
the-
other level. This is a family show.
Bang
that's,
strange is.
Did you hear our
That's
intro?
the nomenclature, though.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be clear. Just wanted to be clear.
That was the intro to the show. You're
Right.
talking about
That's
banging
true.
strange.
That's true.
Banging strange is having intercourse with a person that you don't know very well.
It's also the name of the.
Most often done out of town.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's also the name of the new version of Stomp that's got a new residency in Las Vegas. Banging strange.
oh, really?
No.
It's Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I was like, that is a risky title for that musical there.
It's a family show where they're like, banging strange. Come on down to the win.
Banging strange.
Bring the kids to the win.
All right, Matt, you got a Shay? Just kidding.
Hey, Matt, you got a mic? Matthew, are you there?
No,
You are not. All right, we're
not.
going to have to move on with more comments.
Okay, yeah, I still got some more.
If you want to
Smith says-
try dumping out of the Zoom, you can be let back in by Charles.
Spencer Smith says, apparently I'm the sociopath. I either do them in a when typing out phone numbers.
Sure.
I either do them in a row or maybe a space. It just depends if I'm doing it while driving or at a computer.
Well, yeah, don't do that while you're driving. That's
Yeah.
what makes you crazy.
Yeah. When I had to fill out my phone number for when I checked in for the... Oh, great. Now the video has...
Hey, there's two of us. Look, that's me right there.
Right. Sorry, I got
No, wait,
distracted.
we'd be-
Matt left.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, are we gonna have to let him back into the meeting though? Once he okay.
I am. I forgot it. Oh, hold on.
You could just stay there, Charles. Appreciate you, dude.
He'll come into the participants. Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up by the time he gets back.
The show is off the rails.
It really is.
Oh my God! Look at that framing. Dawson hasn't been in this show.
He's leaning forward. There he is.
Sup?
Okay, so let's see. Oh, when I was filling out my phone number, it had it automatically did. It wouldn't let me put hyphens.
Right.
Only put the spaces for Air Canada when I was checking into my flight today.
But it would let you put the spaces?
It automatically put them in there, but it was just spaced out.
Yeah.
I like the auto stuff. If you auto do it for me, I don't care what it is.
I like that. The only thing I like more than that when it comes to the phone numbers is the fact that your iPhone will change from like a alphanumeric keypad to just a numeric.
That is the most satisfying thing that an iPhone does. When I need to type a bunch of digits, it takes away all the letters, and it's just
the greatest thing ever. And when it doesn't do that, I get angry.
I get angry.
What's with your app developers? Do they not know this is a thing? This is a choice they could have made. They made the wrong one.
Exactly.
You need to fire them.
Exactly.
Like what are you doing?
And I also like having some of them when they know you're going to type an email, they have the @ sign.
Yeah, I like
right
that
there too.
right there at the bottom, and a .com sometimes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. I mean, you get into a really good one, and they'll have an option for a gmail.com, and it's just like, that's the stuff.
Yeah,
that is the stuff
just click
there. Just at gmail.com, send.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I completely agree. These modular keyboards that adapt to whatever they think I'm going to type. So
I like how Matt gets back on, and then he leaves the room.
Yeah, he'll do that. Julie, my mic's not working.
Okay, that was weird. Matt voice.
Oh, is that not what he sounds like?
How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
This is a family show.
Yeah, what the heck?
How good are you at pounding it, and how good are you at chugging it?
Victoria Gabay says if anybody wants some secret content, do the right thing before the next meetup. She can't wait. Those who know.
Yeah, I've watched it. I don't know.
Is it rough?
It's uncomfortable, man.
It's cringe. It's cringe, isn't it?
It's like 7 minutes long. Like the idea that no one called each other until we finally did.
Yeah. We should let these listeners know because a lot of them don't know. We recorded. We did the Malo meetup where we got to hang out on Zoom with everybody, and we went straight into the Patreon episode. And there was some technical issue where Matt couldn't see or hear us, and we already started the show, and we were both us here in the studio thought the show was already going. Matt thought the show hadn't started yet, so he's just saying random things in the mic, and we didn't realize it till about 7 minutes into the show, just thinking Matt was doing some weird avant-garde Andy Kaufman bit, and we still have it.
Yeah,
we have the audio, video, whatever, and we're going to play it in the next meetup. So if anybody wants to join in, subscribe to our Patreon. You get an extra episode every week, some bonus stuff. There's movie nights, there's meetups that we do. It's a blast, so please check that out. All right, Matt, you there? No, his headphones aren't on.
No, I saw him put in an AirPod. Matt, are you there? Speak to us, boy.
Oh, he's
still working on it. All right, we'll go to one more comment.
Okay. Well, one of them's for Matt that I really want him to hear, but Matt, if you can hear us, just nod your head.
I can hear you, but I'm having some issues here. I think my
just leave it like this for now. I don't care. Just leave it like this.
Duo is not working anymore.
Okay, if you can communicate with us like this, that's fine. We'll just do this for the rest of the show. I'd rather have you on the show than not. All right. So Kim Deanna Sampson, Matt. She says, I'm listening to today's pod and your issues with your new neighbor. Okay, a lot of people said that Matt's neighbor who parks in front of his house is only doing so because she doesn't want to. She wants to avoid the bird poop.
Or the sap.
Now, Matt, did you go out and look to see if there was bird poop or sap on the street? To see if that was the issue?
I did go out. By the way, I'm on my AirPods now, so I apologize for the delay.
Yeah.
I did go out there. There is no bird poop.
Oh,
so the people who think that it's to avoid bird poop on her side of the street are sadly mistaken.
Okay. Well, nice try. What about the sap? No sap, no liquid, no markings at all.
No.
Can I submit
There's
a
some
comment
blood.
Right now? There's some blood.
But I don't know if it's related.
You know what you should do? Just throw a whole wrench into this thing. Go wash her car.
Throw a wrench through her window.
No.
That's
throw a wrench at her car.
Go wash her car and see what happens.
With wrenches.
It's like, hey, I was doing the neighborly thing. Just thought I'd wash your car.
Yeah, be weird. Be overly friendly.
That would be funny, actually.
Clean her car. Saw your car. It was a little dirty. I was washing mine. Thought I'd wash yours too. I'd like to hit it.
Just hit the tires with some Armor All.
You want some Caranuba on this
Just hit
bad
the tires
boy?
with some Armor All and let it go.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, freak her out.
Boom.
Freak her out with niceness. Well, Kim says that she asks Matt, do you still have your California plates on? I would assume he does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, I know he does.
Well, she says you need to shed
Yeah,
those.
if you guys think my neighbor is an annoying story, wait till I tell you about the DMV out here. Gary, you got a whole flurry of texts coming your way. I got all kinds of problems to talk to you about.
Can't wait.
Dope.
Well, Kim says you need to shed those plates ASAP. She got rid of hers on day 3. She says she personally hasn't received any negative California vibes, but she did get her Texas plates and driver's license as fast as she could. So maybe.
Yeah, I've been trying. That's absolutely bullshit if she's saying that she got it switched in 3 days. She's a liar. And
Hey.
I don't like it.
Hey.
Wow.
Kim, he's kidding.
How about she must have some crazy secret knowledge that you need shared with you. Please, thank you, listener and supporter of this fine
and
program.
Kim, thank you for being a part of
that's
this
one way to
I'm
do it.
on day
podcast
like
and writing
fucking
in.
43, and I
No
cannot
wonder.
get this fucking thing done.
No
So,
wonder your neighbor hates you.
Matt spends his
Yeah.
nights at the floppy disk, and then he's like, this listener, who's probably a sober mother of 4, is a liar. How dare she?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Matt's out for a 14-course meal where he's told the waiter, I want this to take 8 hours. So please make sure that I'm
14
here.
courses, yeah.
Please make sure that I'm
You
here
need 8
until
hours.
long after the DMV is
Yeah.
closed.
I can't get there. All right. Well, anyway, those are our comments. Thanks, everybody.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
There'd be an outro right there if we were on Patreon.
Oh,
Sweet.
I love it. All right.
There'd be a Kaylin right there.
Man, there's so many other comments.
How do people get Patreon? How do they do that?
We already did it while you were gone.
Yeah, patreon.com/watercooler.
We appreciate the setup, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
All right. Do you guys want? It's been almost an hour. Maybe we should get our plugs in GTFO.
Let's do it.
And I'll jet set to Venice.
Venice, baby.
All right. So
Nice.
let's go around the horn. I'll start with Gary. Gary, what do you suggest we check out?
I suggest you check out Chunk Nibbles.
Woo!
Anything I can do to support the family that I so sorely disappointed this weekend.
You disappointed yourself.
I did disappoint myself.
You didn't disappoint your family.
Yeah.
I can speak for them.
I feel bad that my wife had to do that all on her own.
Yeah.
Wrangling a toddler like that is not easy. Anyways, they updated our promo code to Woof Woof 10 because too many bots had figured out the old one. So now the code is Woof Woof 10. Go to chunknibbles.com, place an order, or go to Amazon and make sure you leave a review. Those are equal ways to support Chunk Nibbles. So thank you guys very much. We really appreciate it.
Woof Woof 10. I love it.
Yep.
What if? I mean, how does he know they're bots and that our fan base is just so?
Because he's paying a lot
Large.
of money for analytics, and he knows.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
All right. Well, Chunk Nibbles, Woof Woof 10. Get it while it can, because if bots got to that one, they might get to this one.
They
So
might.
get it in.
Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. And yeah, Chunk Nibbles. I'm so proud of him.
I know, me
very
too, man.
proud of
It's absolutely amazing.
All right. I remember at your rehearsal dinner, Gary.
Yeah. They
And
were in just little
They were in
cellophane.
Ziplocs.
Yeah.
and,
The Ziplocs, that's right.
and your mom introduced it as Christmas crack.
Yep.
So
And that was right when he had started the business. I mean, there was no real business going on, and she paid for that order. That was like her way of supporting him starting his thing, and we paid
Love it.
regular for that order. And yeah, man, I mean, anything you can do to support a small business there. They were just out at some snack trade show in Chicago for like 3 or 4 days, and their booth looked awesome. It was really cool. So
love
yeah.
it. Matt, what do you suggest we check out?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier.
What's
You should
on there?
Sign up for our Patreon. Tweet about the new Top Gun movie, which I'm not allowed to talk about. So I also will not, or will I, suggest that movie. I don't want to say one way or the other,
Yep.
but it's a movie that's in theaters right now.
Does that bother
So,
you, Gary? Gary
you
looks
could-
bothered still.
I'm always bothered.
One might. Yeah, go see Top Gun Maverick.
Or
For
not.
sure. And that's it.
All right.
Or not. Or don't. I don't know. Do what you want.
Well, if you don't want it spoiled for you,
Go to the Texas DMV.
see it by Thursday. Because
Oh, you guys are going to talk spoilers on air?
I don't know. We might.
I love that. I got
Yeah.
the theme in my head now.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
boom. Charles, what do you suggest we check out? Charles is here.
I'll double up on Chunk Nibbles. I bought a 3-pack on Amazon. That was gone in like 4 days.
Oh, I love you, Charles.
It didn't make it.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
Chunk Nibbies. Das, how about you?
Next Wednesday night, June 8th, if you live in the Los Angeles greater metropolitan area, please come out and see Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills at 11 p.m. at the Mint on Pico.
Sorry, what day is that again?
Wednesday, June 8th.
Wednesday, June. I'm going to be in Rome.
Yep.
But I will say this. I have seen Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills at the Mint. The venue was made for them. They sound so killer. That's the best show I've ever seen them play.
Love playing there.
And
place,
yeah, it's beautiful. And they're so.
And we get a 45-minute set because we're the last band.
Boom.
Everyone else only gets 30.
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah, it's super fun. Really cool vibe. They got the booze flowing, and the sound there is killer.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has been.
Yeah. So once again, Mike Dawson, Smoke Kills at the Mint, June 8th. Late night show, but it'll be worth it. And as for me, I'm just going to say, call somebody.
Yeah.
Just let them know you're thinking of them, you love them. Just say hi. Just say what's happening, what's crapping,
What's crapping?
what's cracking, whatever, however you want to intro it, and enjoy the conversation.
Sup,
And enjoy-
fuckers?
Enjoy the relationships you have with other people because they're very important and the best thing we have. All right, that'll do for Watercooler. Arrivederci, prego. Hasta la vista.
Yeah.